So were the planes a hologram?
I think it was some kind of image thing. And a lot of people have done, more research into that.
What was actually involved was some type of image projection technology. And I know that you've probably done more research in that area, because I know you've been talking to Mark.
I've found companies that specialize in holograms or holography, all members of the Directed Energy Professional Society, alongside Booz Allen Hamilton, Lockheed, Boeing. What about, SAIC or ARA? Yeah. They all work on PSYOPs. They all work on psychological operations, directed energy, holograms, lasers, all things that you would see in a sci-fi film. It's actually being worked on, and these are the same people that investigated 9/11. They were paid, hired by NIST.
Yeah, well, just to mention, when you did the film, you covered a lot of the contractors who were involved in those type of technologies. After the film, it was something that I got a bit more engrossed with. I wanted something tangible, how this is done. It's very secret, and you had people trying to debunk what was in the film, saying you can't project a hologram into thin air. That was one of my main missions, to just keep searching to try and prove this technology exists. So anyway, March this year, I actually came across a patent. I think it was published in 6th of February 2020, actually. I think it may have been applied for in 2018. That's around when your film...
Right.
Yeah, but the actual publishing of this document that I found was very, it ticked a lot of boxes for what we were talking about in the film. It is a system, a method for a laser-induced plasma infrared homing missile countermeasure. Essentially what it is, it's a device that can be connected or attached to an aircraft. And if that aircraft is going to be seeked out by a missile, can project multiple aircrafts into space. And they are three-dimensional volumetric image of an object, which is like a ghost image. That's what they use in this document.
We had Grossman publish an article that's on my website called UA-175 Ghost Gun.
Yes.
And he talks about a military black ops project using the term ghost. And so I think it's very interesting this patent you found uses the same term.
Yeah, that's the term they use, yeah.
Do you have the document there with you?
I do, yeah. Yeah, this is what really struck me, because when you read the document, some of the things they describe, it ticks every box of what we have spoken about for a long time. It is possible to generate a 2D or 3D volumetric image in space. It says in one potential embodiment, a laser system would be mounted on the back of an air vehicle such that the beam can be rastered using optics and mirrors to generate a large ghost image in space. This ghost image would appear to detract a homing missile away from a tangible air vehicle. In the second embodiment, there can be multiple laser systems mounted on the back of the air vehicle, with each laser system generating a ghost image such that there would appear to be multiple air vehicles. I have to say, Chris, this takes me back to Richard's very, very first radar analysis of Flight 175.
It became a project to compare all of those videos and ask the question, were they all showing a consistent plane path?
Sorry, second update, when he had the two tracks of two different flight paths.
I actually looked at two separate radar paths. One of them was from the military, known as the RADES system, which was positioned much further away than the domestic radar system. And I commented on the fact that there seemed to be a discrepancy. So the two radar paths were actually the same. They were going in the same direction, the same speed, but they were many, many meters apart, running in parallel.
They explained that away, that could have been to do with the razor calibrations and things different with the military and sort of civilian.
Apparently, if your radar equipment is a long distance away from the thing that you're observing, you get a fixed offset error. So this was just an error in the equipment. Once you take out that error, the two paths were the same.
But Richard originally thought that there was something travelling alongside projecting the plane.
All right, and I thought, well, was one of them being used to project an image that was producing the other one, perhaps? I wasn't sure.
Now, that to me becomes plausible again.
You're saying that this patent supports that first idea that one plane could be projecting stealth image, and as the document says that you just read, a three-dimensional volumetric object of a ghost aircraft.
Yes, which, you know, depending on how we look at it, you did have that other aircraft that was traveling alongside. That's captured in a number of videos.
MES note, there were at least 3 mystery planes flying alongside the alleged Flight 175 plane, one located southeast of the W2C and 2 at the northwest at different elevations. Rare footage shows a mystery object flying near the second quote plane, which was going 587 miles per hour.
Yeah! Why? Why he did that?
In one of those clips, the wing disappears at some point, and that could be due to some sort of strobing effect.
The knotted footage shows the right wing missing and suddenly reappearing. There are also a dozen videos showing the right wing disappear at the exact same time and place, thus ruling out camera artifacts, video compression, and CGI.
But when we came down here, I see a rocket go into this one. Just watch the rocket drive straight into the centre.
Even photographs, not just screenshots from videos, show disappearing wings and impossible crash dynamics. This further rules out video artifacts.
When light doesn't do what you think it's supposed to do, you start wondering about what's happening with the optics.